She always had a thing for true crime, the podcasts, the documentaries, the weird way she'd zone out while scrolling through police reports for fun. I chalked it up to her quirky side, the same way she'd insist on locking every door twice before bed and triple-checking the windows. It was cute, even a little hot, when she'd lean over in bed and whisper about famous unsolved murders. I never thought twice about the boxes she kept at the back of her closet, labeled with dates and names I didn't recognize, until the day I was searching for a marriage license and found something taped to the inside of the lid. It was a restraining order, faded at the edges, with her name in some guise. But what made my legs go numb was the photo pasted right next to the court stamp, our wedding photo, cut out and glued like some kind of trophy. My stomach turned. She'd never mentioned an ex who needed a restraining order, and certainly not one whose paperwork she kept next to our wedding memories. I confronted her, and she didn't even flinch. "He deserved it," she said, staring me dead in the eye. "He tried to ruin my life." The weeks after that were a blur of accusations and shouting matches. She started staying out late, coming home smelling like strange cologne, insisting it was just late-night walks to clear her head. One night, I followed her, not to snoop, but because I genuinely feared for her safety, or maybe mine. She met with a man in a parked car. Their conversation was heated, hands flying, faces close. I caught a glimpse of his face under the streetlight. It was the guy from the restraining order, unmistakable, older and angrier, gripping her wrist until she yanked herself free. I confronted her again, and her mask finally cracked. She confessed they'd never really broken up, they'd been playing some twisted game all along, using me as cover. The restraining order was just the start. She needed me to look stable, normal, safe. All the true crime obsessions, the late-night research, the paranoia, they weren't quirks. They were practice. I realized I'd been living someone else's alibi, a pawn in a story I never understood, and the worst part was, for a while, I'd loved being her accomplice.